You know that friend who always cancels plans at the last moment. The one who says they are tired again, busy again, or maybe next time. Most people think they are avoiding life. But in reality, they are protecting something important inside themselves. If you are someone who genuinely feels more excited about a quiet night at home than a loud night out, you are not alone. And today, you are about to feel deeply understood. Because this video is about the psychology of people who love staying at home. The people society calls boring, but psychology explains very differently. Here is something most people misunderstand. Not everyone recharges their energy the same way. Extroverted people feel alive around noise, movement, and social interaction. Their energy increases when they are surrounded by people. But for introverted and solitude-preferring minds, the process works in reverse. Every social interaction, even an enjoyable one, slowly drains their mental battery. And home is the only place where it actually refills. Psychologists describe this difference using something called optimal arousal theory. Some nervous systems need constant stimulation to feel balanced, while others need calm and simplicity. This is not laziness and it is not fear of people. It is simply how the brain is wired to function best. But introversion is only part of the story. There is another powerful psychological reason some people love staying home. Home gives a sense of control that the outside world rarely offers. Out there, everything feels unpredictable and demanding. Loud environments, sudden plan changes, surface-level conversations, and constant social expectations. For sensitive or anxious minds, this unpredictability becomes exhausting very quickly. At home, the lighting, the sound, the pace, and the emotional tone are all under your control. For some people, that control is not a luxury, it is emotional safety. And here is something most people never hear. Research shows that people who enjoy solitude often score higher in creativity and deep thinking. Staying home is not doing nothing. It is where ideas quietly form, emotions settle, and clarity slowly returns. Not in crowded places, but in still moments. A quiet room, a familiar routine, and thoughts that finally have space to breathe. Yet society constantly glorifies being out there. The parties, the noise, the performance of having an exciting life. But what if your best life looks quieter than that? What if it looks like comfort, calm, and intentional simplicity? That is not sadness. That is self-awareness. However, there is an important distinction that needs to be made. Not everyone stays home for healthy reasons. Some people retreat because of social anxiety, past emotional wounds, or depression that quietly drains motivation. For them, home can become both a refuge and a prison. So the real question is not whether you stay home. It is why you stay home. Does it restore your energy and bring peace? Or does leaving the house feel emotionally too heavy to face? Because one is healing. And the other is hiding. But for those who genuinely love staying home, they are not missing out on life. They are simply living it differently. They find meaning in small rituals. Morning coffee, a familiar seat, soft lighting, and quiet moments most people rush past. Psychologists call this low stimulation preference. These people do not need constant excitement because their inner world is already rich. So if you are someone who turns down invitations without guilt. If you feel fulfilled on a quiet weekend alone. If comfort matters more to you than performance. You are not broken. You are wired for depth over noise. For peace over pressure. Tell me honestly. Do you prefer staying home, or do you think society misunderstands people like this? And if this video felt uncomfortably accurate, the next one will explain even more about you than you expect.